Okay, let's get into some very important algebra again. Concepts you probably have seen before, but we could always use a refresher on it. Number one is combining like terms, right? Anytime we combine like terms, remember, you could basically only combine, right? And when we talk about combine, we mean add or subtract, right? Terms with identical variable expressions, okay? Now, when I look at it, for instance, if I want to have like 4x plus 5x, if I look at my x terms are the same, therefore, we basically can add the 4 and the 5 to get 9, and we bring over the x. Remember, the numbers in front, right, of the variable expressions are called the coefficients, right? So we basically add or subtract the coefficients, and then we carry over the variable expressions. When we go to simplify expressions, the first thing we do is we get rid of any parentheses by distributing. Once we distribute, then we look to combine like terms. Couple of things here. Always take the sign to the left of the term. And again, if we add and we get a positive, we add it. If we add or subtract and get a negative, we subtract the term. Okay? So let's take a look here. We have this here. If you remember playing that game when you were a little kid where you had to match up the shapes, put them in the thing and then basically pull it apart and they all drop out. I kind of like thinking of combined like terms the same way. I'm going to go ahead and put a box around 6x. What other term has the same variable expression that I can put a box around? That would be negative 4x. Now I'm going to move on to another shape. Negative 5 is going to get a circle. Negative 9 is going to get a circle. So now I read this as 6x minus 4x will give me positive 2x. I like to cross them out to let myself know I used them. Then negative 5 minus 9 is minus 14. And we are done. Okay? The next one. Even if you have colored highlighters, right? I have my x squared. No more x squared, so now I move on to my x terms. I have x. Then my constants, right? So the yellows go with the yellows, the blues go with the blues, the greens go with the greens. So 3x squared minus 6x squared, remember, 3 minus 6 is negative 3. So that's negative 3x squared. Negative 2x plus 9x is going to give me plus 7x. Cross them out, I've used them. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. And we are done. Okay? Now, example 3. Before I can do anything here, the first thing I have to do is distribute, right? So I'm going to distribute the 9 here. 9 times 2x is 18x. 9 times negative 1 is minus 9. 7 times 3x is plus 21x. 7 times negative 5 is minus 35. If I look, 18x plus 21x is going to give me 39x. And negative 9 minus 35 will give me minus 44. And I am done. So when I look here, right, 12 times 2x is going to give me 24x. 12 times negative 3 is minus 36. Now, negative 4x times 8x is going to give me minus 32x squared. And then negative 4x times negative 5 will give me plus 20x. Now when I write this in order, I want to go in descending order by exponents. So negative 32x squared. Then 24x plus 20x is going to give me plus 44x. And then minus 36. And I am done. Okay. Now, the next one. You guys might remember this is foiling. Okay. Anytime I go to FOIL, if I have A plus B times C plus D, what I have to do is pull out each term in one binomial and distribute it to the next. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the A, distribute to the C plus D. Then I'm going to pull out the B and distribute to the C plus D. Then I'm going to go ahead, distribute, and combine like terms. Now you guys might remember this as FOIL, where it's first plus the outer plus the inner plus the last, where here's your first terms, A and C, right? Your outer terms would be A and D. Your inner terms would be B and C. And then your last terms would be the last in each one, which is plus BD. So when I go to do this, if I do it the first way, I'm going to pull out the x, distribute it to x plus 4. Then I'm going to pull out the 3 and distribute to the x plus 4. I'm going to go ahead and distribute x times x, x squared, plus 4x, plus 3x, plus 12. And now I get x squared plus 7x plus 12. Alright. Now if I do the FOIL method, right, I'm going to do the next problem using the FOIL method. My first terms, right, would be 2x times x, which is 2x squared. My outer terms would be 2x times 5, which gives me plus 10x. My inner terms would be negative 1 times x, which is minus 1x. Then my last term would be negative 1 times 5, which is minus 5. Now if I look here, I cannot combine anything with 2x squared, so I bring that down. 10x minus 1x gives me plus 9x. And then I bring down the minus 5. And I am done. Okay. So the next one, I kind of like the foiling method. I like both methods. When you multiply a binomial times a binomial, foiling always works. But if say we multiply a binomial by a trinomial, meaning 2 terms times 3 terms, FOIL doesn't work. So here's all I do. I just draw my arrows and multiply. 5x times 3x is 15x squared. 5x times negative 4 is minus 20x. Negative 2 times 3x is minus 6x. Negative 2 times negative 4 is plus 8. Combine like terms, 15x squared minus 26x plus 8. And I am done. Okay. Now the last one here. Find the area and perimeter of the rectangle. Remember, the perimeter of a rectangle, you basically add up all the sides. So if I have A, B, C, and D, all I do is I add them up to find the perimeter. So in this case, if this side is 2x plus 3, this side is 2x plus 3. If that's x minus 5, that's x minus 5. So now when I go to find the perimeter, all I do is add these all up. Now what I just do is add all the x's up. 2, 3, 5, 6x. And then add up all the constants. And when I do that, right, 3 plus 3 is 6. Negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10. right? And negative 10 plus 6 would give me minus 4. So the perimeter of that rectangle would be 6x minus 4. Now to find the area of a rectangle, you have your length and your width. Remember, area, we multiply them. So in this case, I'm just going to take x minus 5, multiply it by 2x plus 3, and x times 2x will give me 2x squared. X times 3 would give me plus 3x, minus 10x, minus 15. So 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. Okay, so simplifying expressions is a big part of math, so make sure you understand it, okay?